madness. I am madness. I am the kill switch. Zombies scream, thunder cracks the pitch. Ending the matrix, shadows fall in line. The Raven King rises, fate is mine. Thunderous, relentless, darkness falls. Team evil crushed as the raven calls. Doom for demons, judgment is near. Crimes and iron pounding in your ear.
Madness. Masses weep in the storm's embrace. Hellfire flickers on every face. I am the ending, I am the night. Crushing the wicked with purest might.
The kill switch thrown, the matrix undone. Evil defeated, victory won. I am madness.
I am the kill switch.
I'll end this matrix.
I'll end
this matrix.
Seal in the demons.
Forever.
Fire and venom.
Seal them in darkness.
Watch it all fall
My ravens call
to me.
I am madness.
I am the kill switch.
I am the kill switch.
I am the kill switch. I'm the kill switch. I am the kill switch.
Hello, hello. Is that Mushroom Coyote? It is, isn't it? That's Kai. Kai, you're covered up. Is, wait a second. Does Islam accept trans people now? I thought Kai has said that they're a trans man on their channel. What's going on here? Are they LARPing as a Muslim or are they truly a Muslim? Are they LARPing or are they mocking Muslims? What are they doing? What is this? What's going on here? This is Mushroom Coyote, but this doesn't seem to fit with Islam and being a Muslim. This is a bit weird. I don't know what to think. What's going on? What is this? Hello?
Wow, I totally goofed up on my last live. I muted myself. I forgot why I did that for a split second. Oh yeah, because I'm holding this bag. I'm taking my dog out and it was crinkling and everything. I think that was why. But anyway, I know I said I wasn't going to come live, but I just am so jazzed about my new niqab that I just got today. And it is 4 more days now till the sturgeon full moon. So that's, I don't know, pretty cool to note. The moon is very, very beautiful. Look at that. So my other live messed up, but it was called Short Walk and Talk. And it was something about like choosing to be fearless. Choosing to be a real warrior. Choosing to listen. Choosing to be silent. That's something I need to learn. Is to sit in silence. Some of you even said that. But yeah, this live is all messed up. Because it started out, I said a bunch of really cool things. But now, I'm starting it over now that I have the mute button off, which is wonderful, wonderful. Now I can actually be heard, but what is there really to say? I was walking earlier and I heard some super loud crickets. I don't know if anyone can hear them. I can hear them over here too. I think that's such a fun meditation to do, is just walk or sit and just focus on all the sounds around you and tap into that. I had some trolls in my last live, so I guess it's best to just refresh and start over, but I'm not going live for very long. I have 4 more minutes now on my timer. I time myself every day at least, get a certain amount of walking in, but wow, is it hot. It is very, very hot still, even at nighttime. But yeah, I'm kind of like walking away from where it was more lit, but I was really happy because I actually put it on better this time. And I was just excited to wear it. And I thought it would be cool to walk around outside with it for the first time and share that experience with you, whoever's watching or just with myself, I guess, to look back later on. But yeah, you shouldn't really have to explain yourself to anyone, especially if they're pretty much guaranteed to, like, you can feel their energy, like they're pretty much stuck on misunderstanding you and staying that way. There really are some people that you could explain yourself to 1,000 times and they would still be hell-bent on misunderstanding you and projecting onto you some sort of idea. And, you know, if they have to make you the villain in their story, so be it. All I do and say is I go my own way and I wish people well, and hopefully they will learn to be kinder people, and we can thank them for showing us how to never treat somebody. Not that kind people would. I mean, we all make mistakes, but what I was saying in my last live before I muted myself, I was like, wow, I learned so much within these past years, weeks, all of it, is everything. And I realized the value of who is and what is really real. And that's all that really matters. If people want to choose hatred and misunderstanding, well, that's on them. And I'll hope that they become more healed or feel better at some point. But it's their choice. Only 1 more minute and 8 seconds left before my timer goes off. But you can alter it. You can how I fitted this better. See how it fits along the forehead better, and it's not like so close up on my eyes. But you can alter it. You can choose it to be slightly different ways. But yeah, I mean, I don't think I'm hideous. I will keep up my past photos and videos and whatnot, but I think it is really cruel for people to like throw up my past as if that is all I am, all I'll ever be. Or even this, you know, people will say, and they will conclude or assume, oh, this means you're that, or you think this way or that. I had somebody in my last live just say things that were very disrespectful. And I knew that like comes with the territory of wearing this, but that's why I say you gotta walk fearlessly and know who you are. Where it really doesn't matter what other people think. And my friend, who is Muslim, told me, like, if anyone, I was just like, I'm kind of worried about my deeper voice, or however people perceive it. And there are trans women actually that wear hijabs and probably hijabs and different things too, so, you know. But I prefer this, and it's actually kind of a mix, because I'm wearing like a, if you saw the shirt I'm wearing and the pants, it's kind of like very gender neutral, but I choose this for, you know, yeah, like truly like the person that I am supposed to really be with life. That's even a thing, because I'm perfectly satisfied being celibate for the rest of my life with how this world is and how wild things can be and people and everything. Like, condemn my life to what on my profile one's new. But I just kind of wanted to go live to see what's going on, what's happening. We shouldn't be afraid to express ourselves. I don't want to forget that. What I said in my last live, we like really shouldn't be afraid to be ourselves. And just because we wear something or do something within whatever this, what do you want to call it? Reality matrix. Culture, religion, whatever. You know, as long as you're not hurting anyone and you're coming from a respectful place, there's nothing wrong with that. And people were just asking me like pretty ridiculous questions that I don't really have to be forced to answer, because I know that those people were already gonna misunderstand me. But yeah, that's life. Full of people misunderstanding you, misunderstandings, and all the rest. And I just wanted to see, I said in my last live, you know, it's kind of a test. Like, it's a test to see who and what people would say and do. You know, people all over this entire internet and in this world are just so rude. I think I have it on crooked. I thought I was really happy with how I put it on, but it's like, kind of have to fix it. Yeah, looks good. Thank you for the kind words, Gravestone, when you said that it looked good. And it was, you know, yeah, you said it looked good. Thanks. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. Yeah, I kind of wanted to see who would mock this and like bring up someone's past, and you know, people want to judge and whatever, but I think there's got to be more representation for this on YouTube. Like, I don't want to name the channel because I don't want them to get targeted in any way, but I shared them in my community post. I mean, I shouldn't have to like hide what I'm doing or what I want to share because I feel called to. So as far as the troll that came in there to bother me, they know who they are, but that is a big thing that I'm removing from my channel. I don't want to talk about any of these trolls. I don't want to have anything to do with any of that former nonsense. And I've asked so many times to be left alone. I've stated I want nothing more to do with this. People don't listen. They can construct whatever stories they want. People are welcome to believe whatever they want. But I am in no obligation to explain myself to you. If you don't know what is going on, and no hard feelings to anyone who I thought I explained things numerous times, but apparently I was still not understood correctly. And yeah, it's, of course, like, people are not gonna truly understand. See, now that looks so much better. I'm definitely like looking pretty stylish, I think, in a very wonderful way that I'm happy being. And people can judge me all they want, but they aren't living my life, so who cares? You're not living my life. I am me. I'm glad I'm me. I'm glad I'm not you. That little darky song. Oh man, I was listening to that earlier. Oh, I'm glad I'm me. I'm glad I'm not you. I would never want to be some of you with your twisted minds. Gravestone, you said people on internet are rude, as is a fact, and I've seen revolting rude on Reddit with some toxic music of elitists. Yeah, it just comes with the territory. I mean, I don't blame people for not showing their face, so, you know, if people want to mock and ridicule, well, you don't have to see my face. And this is how I want to present myself anyway to the public whenever possible. there are some people who are not always wearing the hijab or whatnot, you know. And again, if people want to judge me for anything, credit to Ashes, who said, you don't choose the Sufi chooses you. You know. So yeah, I'm just gonna end this live. Have a good night, everyone. It was nice. My last live got kind of messed up, but I was just like, I just want to document my first time going out wearing this and enjoying it. And yeah, walking around in public, seeing how it would feel. And who cares, you know, what other people have to say if they want to bring up my past. Because that's in the past. It does not, they're not God, they're not Allah, they're not the ones who are like the judge of my life. And if anyone wants to judge other people's lives, well, like, that's just sad. You should honestly get back to maybe working on your own life and making your own life much better. Yodi sees something over there. I don't know what that is, but come on, Yodi, let's go. Yeah, you gotta be fearless in this world. You gotta be a true warrior. And one thing that I know, I'll show the moon again. Oh, whoops, that's not the moon. So pretty. It's gonna be a full moon soon. Shit. Hey Kai, from Battle. How you doing, Battle? How's it going? I'm gonna turn off my camera. I thought I would show what little bit of my face you guys will ever see again. Only my husband will ever see me, or wife, I don't know, but I'll probably just be celibate the rest of my life if I have to be, because yeah, I'm focusing on what I really need to. And I was explaining some things, but honestly, I don't need to explain anything to people. I don't need to explain a single thing to anyone. I'm glad you're pretty good, Battle. I know I wasn't gonna go live anymore, but I was like, you know what? I really do find it fun to go on my little walks sometimes at nighttime and see who comes on. You know, I'm still wondering what weird accounts will come on, because I have to use way more discernment now. I want to keep this a completely drama-free zone. I can't talk. I want to keep this a completely drama-free zone. So a lot of the reason why I want to just remove a lot of content is because I just don't want to have anything to do with this anymore. Like, the only way to go about things is to just cut things that are no longer useful in your life. And completely as if they don't even exist in your reality, you have to break that trauma bond. So I shouldn't have to stop going on YouTube or fear for my safety or do any, you know, I just be yourself. So no, there's nothing new changed to my channel. My channel has always been about authenticity and just sharing, you know, like, I'm just expressing my art. I just want to show art here, and no longer will anyone be seeing my face. So all you haters out there and trolls that want to attack my looks, well, whatever was in the past is what you'll get. And do with that what you will. None of my business, but I'm not gonna bite back I'm not gonna even bother with these people because it's a waste of time. I hope you all know how precious our time is here and how very fleeting it is here. Very fleeting. We never know when our last day will be, and we really should care for each other, because to leave, you know, there's just a balance with silence. Sometimes separation and silence, sit in the silence and calm the mind is always good to do, but sometimes, you know, our thoughts can get away with just be lies, you know. The devil always lies. And when you hear some of these thoughts in your mind, they're not really yours and they're not really true. So don't take them all too seriously. Just focus on truly, like, the only focus right now for me is like my connection with Allah, God, whatever you want to call it, the divine heart, the spark. And I have just no more time for any nonsense. So yeah, I'm gonna end it there and hope everyone has a good night or morning, afternoon, whenever they watch this. Take care.
Fed up with food prices, this is your space. This is your collective, and this is your community. It only takes one person to ignite the fire, but the community is what sets it ablaze.
Hello everyone. I'm going to check this out. This is Origin Foods on Facebook. We never forgot. Well, I don't forgive and I don't forget. And I know that you're hiding, Charles Bryant. You are the demon slayer, a slanderer, a demon on YouTube. Entrepreneur, Huntsville, Alabama. Huh. So this guy, Charles Bryant, has been in the news. They're accusing him of fraud with this Origin Foods. He's trying to get money.
All right, everyone. It's time to clear the air and get everyone on the same page. On TikTok, Origin Foods is getting noticed by people within the community. People who remember what this place was, former employees, former customers, people who were changed by... All right, everyone.
That's quite a voice, isn't it? My
This place
goodness.
are actually starting to notice. They are
Sorry about that. That's quite a voice, isn't it? A munchkin sounding high-pitched voice. Oh my goodness. Look at the big sneakers, the oversized sneakers and the trash bag purse. Look at this. Is it wearing a dress or is that a cape? What is that? Is that a gown? Look at this. That's crazy. Isn't it?
All right,
What do you think?
All right, everyone. It's time to clear the air and get everyone on the same page. On TikTok, Origin Foods is getting noticed by people within the community. People who remember what this place was, former employees, former customers, starting to leave comments. They are reposting videos. They are saving videos. They're letting us know they're following Origin Foods. They are showing their support. And what this proves is that We Never Forgot isn't just a little saying. It isn't just a cookbook. It isn't just a collection of recipes or a grocery tote bag or a song. This is a collective of people.
Calm down, little Charles. Little munchkin. Look at this. What a freak. What an absolute freak. Look at him. Just look at him. What a loser. What a loser.
We used to be a community. We used to have something here that Huntsville carelessly threw away and then replaced with a broken water machine and overpriced processed food. We don't care if it has the name Loma Linda on it, if it's $40 a can. And We Never Forgot actually means that we remember what actually worked here. And that means that we're not okay with a broken status quo. So I encourage everyone to go hop over on TikTok and connect with the community, because if you remember Garden Cove produce, if the legacy of artist and Edna Sidney mattered to you, if this place changed your life, if you care about healthy eating, if you care.
He's bringing up people's names that he's not associated with, talking about their legacy. He's trying to leech off their famous name and attach himself. Wow, look at this. You know he's in the news for being a fraud? Did you know that? He's in the news for being a fraud. No, I'm serious. Check this out, everyone. I'm serious. News 19. Looks like the CBS all-seeing eye symbol. I wish it would just say what it is, but I think that's what it is, the all-seeing eye. News 19 station. In Huntsville, it's 90 degrees. Hot as fuck there. That's Fahrenheit for my European and British viewers. 90 degrees Fahrenheit, not Celsius. Celsius would be 30-something, I believe. Maybe it'd be 33, I don't know. I'd have to check. This was June 2025, it looks like. Posted by Dallas Parker in Huntsville, Alabama. Dispute grows over former Natural Foods store's legacy. Can they talk about the store? Someone happened to see the flyer over the counter at the post office at Oakwood University. Artist Sidney, founder of the original store, said, "They immediately called me wondering if we were planning to reopen our store." Artist and Edna Sidney said they were never contacted about the Origin Foods project and now worry former customers are being misled into thinking they're involved. These poor old people retired, and this Charles Bryant creep is using their name and flyers and videos. It just kind of concerned us that it was a fraud. People were going to send money to this person, meaning Charles Bryant, to reopen our business that we had closed, said Artis. But Charles Bryant says it's no fraud. Yeah, I'm sure. And reopening Garden Cove was never the plan. He says Origin Foods is entirely new, centered on affordable, heritage-based vegetarian meals, inspired by his working at Garden Cove. Our plan is to revive recipes that remind you of things your grandmother might have made, Bryant said. Authentic vegetarian food that lands with everyone. Meat eaters alike. Oh, vegetarian food that lands with everyone, including meat eaters. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Bryant says the QR code on his original flyer featured Garden Cove's building and images of the Sydneys to show respect. Well, they didn't take it as respectful because you're not respectful. Not imply affiliation. He acknowledges the flyer may have caused confusion. May have caused. Well, it did cause confusion. To a lot of people. Maybe that, and this is the way narcs speak, maybe that was on us not to be so vague. Narcs are often vague to mislead people, and to be a little bit more specific, he said. But no, we're not copying them. Oh, sure. We're remembering Garden Cove. They're not copying. We're not? Who's we? We're not. It's just you, isn't it? Isn't your little company just you? Bryant says he hopes to buy the old building. It's millions of dollars for that property. He doesn't have anything. He doesn't have a pot to piss in. Partner with local farms and schools and bring dignity and affordability to healthy food. And despite the tension, he still wants to honor the past. Garden Cove worked in 1985, he says, but it wouldn't work in 2025. Origin Foods will. Meanwhile, they had a business for over 30 years that did work, but he's saying Origin Foods will. Origin Foods is just a name. He doesn't own a store. Creepy creature. Creepy. Origin Foods. Store associate. Okay. Music. Precious Lord, take my hand. What kind of dark lord is this thing praying to? Creepy creature. Creepy.
Hi, so I don't think I've ever actually shared what my vision for Origin Foods is. Hi, so I don't think I've ever actually shared what my vision for Origin Foods is. If so, if anyone's curious, I'm here to talk about it with you for a moment. First, to understand what it's going to feel like going into Origin Foods, it's based on the memory of Garden Cove produce. So if you know what the sensory experience of Garden Cove was like, walking into that front door with that beautiful scarecrow mural and seeing the shopping carts and the tables filled with the bananas and other things, and the scent of the grains and the bulk room and the spices and all the fresh produce coming out of the produce area. I want you to be hit with that again. I want that to have enough time to build up in the building before the doors even open, so that when you walk in there, it's like it triggers that memory for those of us who actually shopped here, that memory of what that smell was like. Because ever since this place closed, every time you walk into a grocery store, especially a health food store, it doesn't smell like this. But I want to elevate that and take it a step further, where, you know, a lot of grocery stores, I'm not sure if you know this, they try to pipe in the smell of, like, it's artificial, of course, baked goods like cookies or brownies or something, or muffins, to give you this aroma that triggers your senses and makes you want to buy more things. Instead, I want you to be hit with the aroma of something scratch made directly.
Hi, hi, Charles Bryant. Hi.
From our deli. I want you to know what that feeling is like, to actually not only smell something that's alive and fresh and scratch made, but get the chance to taste it before you buy it, and maybe even look over and hear somebody playing a song on the piano by the checkout. And, you know, a place where you can go on a Sunday afternoon and get lunch and hang out with your family, maybe share a recipe or two and get groceries for the week. I want a place where you can stop worrying about recalls and worrying about if food is too expensive or if it's unhealthy, where you can just park your car and just plan your meals. That's Origin Foods. So that's what We Never Forgot means. We remember what it felt like to go into a store like this, and it's the whole initiative to not only bring it back, but carry it forward and make it stronger than ever before.
This is so cringe and so cheesy. The piano
Ravens scream in the blood-red sky, shadows crawling where the dead men lie. Viking axes sing, oh the steel don't lie. Thunder cracks, his name's the cry.
The king is here,
The king is here,
wild eyes blazing.
nothing to fear.
The king is here.
The storm draws near, bow or bleed, the choice is clear. Mad laughter rides the howling gale. Waves of fury, shields like scales. Bones break under the hammer's tail. Flesh and fear, both frail.
The king is here.
The king is here.
Ravens feast.
The end is near.
The king is here.
The storm is clear.
Kneel in ashes, taste the spear.
Crown of iron, dripping flame.
Carved by war,
Etched with pain.
ravens rise.
They call his name.
The king is here, forever reigns. The king is here, forever reigns.
Forever reigns.
Forever reigns.
Steel flashes under blood-red skies.
The Raven King laughs as the world cries.
Storms in his footsteps, thunder in his veins.
Enemies tremble at his name. The king is here.
The shadows bend.
Axes singing till the bitter end.
Madness in his crown.
Fury in his eyes.
No one escapes when the Raven King rides. When the Raven King rides. Raven circle,
Battle's done.
his legend rises with the sun.
The king is here.
Chaos reigns.
A kingdom forged in fire and chains.
Hello, hello, hello. We have a feminist in the crowd. We have a feminist in the crowd. Butterfly Freak Show is a self-described feminist. Says that feminism is about rights, not about equality. Rights are just things written down on paper. That's what they are in this realm. You have to believe in them. They have to be believed in by others. They have to be agreed upon and supported, defended, quite often with blood. And women are not willing to defend their rights that way anywhere. In Norway, America, Canada, UK, Australia, France, Germany, they just aren't. Those so-called rights could be stripped from you in a heartbeat. You could wake up the next day and they could say, you don't have any rights. You have a vagina. You've treated us horribly for decades. Fuck you. Your rights are gone. And what would women do? Complain? Well, they already complain. What would be different? Well, they already treat men horribly. They already do in the West. Throughout most of the realm, they treat men horribly. What would change if we took away the rights of women? If we collectively said as men, no, you don't have those rights anymore. No, you can't get an abortion. No, you can't do this. No, you can't. And if you try, we'll just put you in jail. What would you do? What the hell would you do? You wouldn't do anything. Collectively, as a gender, as you call it, as women call it. What would you do? Gather up your smelly clam vaginas and your ovaries and complain? I mean, what would you do? You're just a bunch of peasants. You can't compete with men. You're not on the level of men. You're not even close. Of course, you're not equal. Equality doesn't exist in this realm, in nature, between genders, races, peoples, countries, nations, nationalities. Doesn't exist. It's just in your mind. You'll make a difference, really. You'll make a difference doing what? You'll go to war. What are you talking about? You're sounding like a man-hating, angry lesbian feminist in the chat room. You sound like an angry, bitter woman. There's a lot of you. You don't make a difference. A difference in what way? Hating men? You feminists already do. Millions of you do. We don't care if you hate us. You've shown what you are already. Most of you are just ungrateful, spoiled brats. That's all. Delusional. You're delusional. You're not a warrior. You wouldn't go to war. You'd be destroyed. You'd be grabbing your coochie chakra saying it's sore and you don't have tampons and it's your period. And what are you going to do out in the wilderness? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? You wouldn't do anything. I'm a king. You're the peasant. Yeah, they used to say it's about equality. Now they're just changing it. They'll always change the definition. They'll move the goalposts, change the definition. She's just a peasant. She's a man-hating lesbian. We're not afraid of you. Not at all. You've hated men that treated you well your whole life. You're hateful. That's weak to be hateful, to hate beautiful, strong, intelligent Viking men. You'd have to be a fucking idiot to do that. You'd have to be stupid. You'd have to be a dummy to do that. We're not afraid of you at all. No man fears you. Why don't you air out that smelly clam? You probably have long armpit hair that's dyed green or blue or something. Ugh. Yuck. Ugh. The armpit haired, hairy legs, big bush feminists. Ugh. Yuck. Ugh. Yuck. Yuckies. Hairy bush, hairy legs, hairy armpits, braided hair. You get out your brush and you brush that long armpit hair. I'm not gaslighting anybody. I'm speaking truth. Your clam probably stinks. Well, you're pretty young. Young, dumb, and full of what rhymes with dumb. Young, dumb, and full of cum, right? I'm 88 years young. That's what I am. 88. You've got a lot to learn about this world. I'm not bitter at all. I'm quite happy. I'm just superior to you. That's all. You're inferior. You're a peasant. You're probably young, dumb, and full of cum. That's all. What can I say? You seem triggered. You're typing a lot in the chat room. You seem very triggered. Uh, feminism is going to ruin your life. Your grandmother programmed you with propaganda. You're going to ruin your damn life following feminism. What a stupid move that is, to follow that dumb shit, feminism. You're going to ruin your life doing that. It's up to you. Go ahead. Go ahead. You don't have to look for a daddy. You're just boring, and you're just the same as all feminists. You're all the same, you feminists. Easily triggered. You have nothing really important to say. Nothing.
Creepy guy,
Creepy guy,
fake guy,
fake guy,
crazy guy,
crazy coyote,
creepy Charles,
creepy Charles,
fake demon slayer,
warped demon prayer,
deranged,
deranged,
spells exchange, Bryant,
sweet home Alabama.
grocery store jerk, low IQ clerk. We see you, we know what you've done.
We know,
We know what you've done. You're obsessed and jealous, mouthy psycho bitches, only fake tough when anonymous. You're creepy and scared, you're not strong or rare. We see what you are
we know what you've said.
and what you've done.
Demons,
Demons!
we see you.
Wretched lying demons,
Creepy creatures,
Kai and Charles,
go play dress up.
gender bender, in a blender, your minds are effed up.
Effed up.
Creepy creatures,
Losers!
piss and demons,
You can't hide behind masks and underdresses.
dumb ass.
Times 2.
You cry victim while you lash out.
Demons,
Demons,
demons.
you'll face consequences for your crimes. You will stay here
And do
the time in hell.
in hell.
Your spiritual crimes will not go away.
We will not fade.
We don't forget.
We don't forgive.
Your crimes will cost you time
Forever
and ever. Time, Matrix time.
in hell. In hell.
Hello, hello, Salty Siren. Hello. I'm having a relaxing night. I'm trying to relax, but there's a feminist chirping away here. She believes it's about rights. She's a slave. She can't compete with me. She's not a warrior. She's just a weak little girl. Men could take her rights away in a heartbeat. She could wake up tomorrow and men in Norway could say, "You don't have rights anymore, bitch. You don't have any rights. You have nothing. You don't have rights. You thought you did, but you don't." Men say, "No, you don't. Now what are you going to do?" And they'd say, we'd say, "You can't practice law. We're not going to allow you to practice law, to get a degree, to work. No more abortions for you, hoes. Nasty hoes. No more harming babies. We're changing things. You don't have any rights. You have nothing. You have nothing. You have nothing. You're a mongrel. You're a pissant. You're just a peasant. You're a mouthy bitch. That's all you are. It's all coming out now. All I did earlier was say, "Are you a feminist?" And I said, "It's stupid." She said, "Aren't you?" "Oh, you're running away. Okay, goodbye. Goodbye." You really got triggered. You got your panties in a twist. You got your panties twisted up into a pretzel. She thinks she's so important. She's very arrogant. She's full of herself. Goodbye, butterfly. You got your panties in a twist. Up your butt cheeks. Oh, you're blocking. Oh. And she sent a little kiss. She's in a huff. She soaked her panties, I think, before she left. I think she did. I bet her panties are soaking wet. She's like, "How dare that scoundrel talk to me that way?" That scoundrel. That scoundrel. How dare he talk to me that way? That scoundrel. And she soaked her panties. That's what happened. That's what feminists actually want. They want men to talk to them. They want men to treat them that way and not kiss up to them. That's what they want. You rascal, you scoundrel, you brute. You're this, you're that, you're this, you're that. And she loved it. That's the truth. You see, lady, some men see right through you. You're not that clever. You believe you are, but that's just a belief. You're just a silly little girl in your 20s. What did you say? 23 years old? Something like that. Just a silly little girl. I could have a dozen of you if I wanted. I could have dozens of you if I wanted. I'm a king. You're just a peasant. You have a lot of growing up to do. If you do a YouTube search for Origin Foods, the two channels are shown. He copied, of course. That's what Charles does. He copies, including the artwork is from a mural. He copies everyone. He steals from here, there, and everywhere. That's what he does. But right after that, this video comes up that I posted 5 hours ago, exposing Origin Foods. You bitch. You just got checkmated, bitch. And I'm not done yet. I'm not done yet. I've just begun. Origin Foods is the tip of the iceberg. You're going to be investigated, bitch, for the crimes you've committed on here and on the telephone. And yes, phone records can be obtained, not by me, but by law enforcement, bitch. You want to play fucking demon games? Let's go. Go ahead. Play your little demon games. But look what comes up when people do a YouTube search for Origin Foods. And it's going to go beyond YouTube. You're gonna be known everywhere as the fucking demonic lying fraud, little creepy creature with the Sanpaku eyes that you are. You're a creep. You're a little creep. That's what you are. You're a little creep. You sound like a fucking demented, deranged munchkin. Creepy creature. I'm getting more and more information on you, Charles Bryant. And the rest, by the way, including Rebecca Broom, a.k.a. Bex, and Keith Sorelli, and Derek DiCarlo, and Kai Weldon. That's a few. Charles Matthew Bryant, Derek Michael DiCarlo. There's a list of you creatures that have been violent and making violent threats and plotting murder against me and extortion and planning to swat me and do all kinds of highly illegal federal offenses. International crimes, by the way. You're really fucked. It's all documented. So for you losers that said you'll never do anything, he hasn't done anything yet. It's just begun. It's just begun, you fuckers. Hide under your beds. Put on a niqab so only your eyes show. Go ahead. Try it. It's not going to save you. It's not going to protect you. I know who you are. I know all about you. All about you. Right down to what mobile home you fucking live in, creatures. And your apartment, Charles. I have it. All of it. I know all about you, bitches. All of you. I have people helping me, working on it behind the scenes. There's a team looking into you fucks. And you're not going to get away with this. You're not getting away with this shit. You're not getting away with this. You're going to face spiritual consequences for your fucking crimes. Do you understand? Creeps? Good versus evil. And that's what it is. It's good versus evil. That's what's going on. So there's that one, Creepy Keith. We're investigating you as well, bitch. And that's not all. This one too, Rebecca Broom. She talks openly about living on Vancouver Island. We know all about you. Know all about you. You just mentioned me on Talcott Show. You were friends with Demon Slayer and Kai, and they plotted a murder plot. So you might be involved. You might have to be investigated. Maybe I'll make a phone call to the RCMP. You fucking evil bitch. That's not all. You're all going to be... Look at that. What is that? Ugh. Yuck. Ugh. And what's this? They're hiding now. They're literally hiding their face, hoping that no one can see them. I can still see you. You can cover up and hide your face. I still see you. Look at this. Take a look at this, everyone. Mushroom Coyote, Kai Weldon, hiding its face. I don't know if it's a guy or girl. I don't know what to say about that. I don't want to assume their gender. And they posted this. And they did a live stream. They're walking around in public like this, in a niqab. You can't hide evil. Team Evil, you're all going to be exposed. All of you. All of you. All of you. Hide under your beds. Cover your faces. Hide under your bed under a blanket. Hide in a closet, maybe. Instead of coming out of a closet, you should hide in a closet. You're not getting away. I know all about you. You selling that mobile home? I know all about you, bitch. Everything. Everything. And all your crimes. I see you. I am the Raven King. I can do anything, including expose Team Evil. Judge them and have them face justice.
By or just getting by, if even that. We just never chasing money, never chasing money, never winning in life, never getting by. Chasing money, never is nauseating. Is nauseating. This life is nauseating. Working.
What did he say it is? Nauseating? What are you talking about? Is it baffling? This guy's got rocks in his fucking head.
Chasing money, never winning in life, never getting by, or just getting by, if even that. We just never get a break in life. We're always on the grind, we're always trying to make ends meet. We're always trying to make money. That's our whole point of life. That's all we do. On the grind, we're always trying to make ends meet. We're always trying to make money. That's our whole point of life. That's all we do. That's all we do. The same stupid things happen over and over. Here comes football season starting again now. You hear that stupid song that goes... You get the point. I don't feel like even singing the whole thing. But you hear that stupid song that goes... Stupid things happen over and over. Here comes football season starting again now. You hear that stupid song that goes... Football season starting again now. Football season starting again now. You hear that stupid song that goes...
It's like some creature made out of fucking wood with rocks in his head.
You get the point. I don't feel like even singing the whole thing. But we just literally just live in a loop, a nauseating loop, where we just do the same thing over and over and over. That's why I say the same shit over and over. Might as well we do the same shit over and over and over, So I keep pointing out of what we do over and over and over. That's basically what this channel is about. It's describing what we do over and over and over. We celebrate the same things over and over and over. We work for the same thing over and over and over. We pay the same bills over and over and over. The only difference in those bills is it becomes more expensive. And that happens over and over and over.
You make the same video over and over and over. You talk about exactly the same things.
Everything is over and over and over in this fucked up world that we live in this fucked up society. No one has your back. No one cares about you. It's all upon you. Parents bring you here, and then in the end, they die on you.
This guy's misery personified. Ugh.
If you don't figure it out, well, you're screwed, basically. And parents always threaten their kids all the time. What are you going to do one day when we die? You better figure your life out, you know? When all they had to do was not bring you here to begin with, and everything would have been just fine, honestly. People keep saying over and over, gas nowadays is expensive. And I feel like saying, buddy, what isn't expensive nowadays? People act like if just one thing in this world is a little more expensive. Everything in this fucked up world is more expensive. Gas is more expensive. Oil's more expensive. Food's more expensive. Living's more expensive. Breathing's more expensive. Eating's more expensive. You get the point. I could keep going on and on and on forever of what's more expensive. Everything in here is getting more and more expensive. Wake up and fucking see for what it all is. I don't know how people still see nothing wrong with this world. I'm not trying to make people feel depressed and be down about it, but at the...
Did you say feel depressed? Do you mean depressed? You have real great difficulty speaking.
I don't know how people still see nothing wrong with this world. I'm not trying to make people feel depressed and be down. See nothing wrong with this world. I'm not trying to make people feel depressed and be down about it, but at the same time, yeah, I mean, be down about it because of how fucked up it is. You know, if that makes any sense. It's just, this is...
Wow, look at those pock marks when he turns his head.
How fucked up it is. You know, if that makes any sense. It's just...
Right there. Oh, man. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's pretty freaking bad. Damn.
This is what's depressing people. Life. The way everything is, the way everything's getting harder. It's making people lose... How can I put it to this? What's the proper word to say? People losing hope. People losing hope in life. And that's something that breaks my heart. I want us all to get by in life. I want us all to be happy in life. That's me. That's what I want from everyone, including myself too, of course. But life always drags us down. Always something's got to ruin it. Just like I said in a couple of videos in the past. Well, I don't know how many, like maybe the third or fourth.
I hate when he does that, puts his hand on his chin. Don't make me depressed. Don't make me depressed. It's like listening to a retard. And people watch this shit. People watch this retard. He's got rocks in his head. Big schnoz, pock marks, and he doesn't even he doesn't know how to speak words. His grammar sucks. Everything about this creature. Don't want to make you depressed. Take a look at this. Mushroom coyote. Niqab. Today I have gotten my first niqab. Trans Muslim. Is that haram? Is it haram to be a trans Muslim? What do you think, everyone? I wonder what you think. Do 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 do. Is that haram, everyone? This is Mushroom Coyote's favorite channel. They posted it earlier. Gay Muslim Book Club. Look at this. Is this trolling? Is this real? Your queer Muslim cousin. Is this a joke? Is this trolling or is this real? Is this real? Look at this. Gay Muslim Book Club, your queer Muslim cousin channel? Oh my goodness.
Hello, hello. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi, hi. So, apologies to anybody who was here a minute ago and caught the beginning of the stream that was not supposed to be the beginning of a stream. I found out the hard way that with OBS's new update, apparently if you hit, start streaming and then it brings up the little thing that says like, would you like to put in your categories, et cetera, if you just leave that and you're like, I'm going to do a couple things before I get started, it says, oh, you must have just wanted to start anyways and leave the categories as they were. And it just starts. And so I was posting my noon video, my mid
video the other day. Her and her girlfriend murdered somebody, and she had like practically a full goatee. I mean, it was like no mustache, but the hair on her chin was so long. So I'm assuming she was the dominant one in the relationship.
Oh my God. If I was
And
going
then
to
they go to prison for life.
I hope so.
Hey, Ricardo.
Hope that he likes it, that he thinks it's funny. Because I didn't know what else to put in there. I'm serious. I was going nuts. Like scanning everything. I'm like, well, no, that's more for a girl. Well, no, that's more for a girl. Could you imagine a cock ring leaving a green ring? Hey, baby, want to see my halo? Oh my God. That'll make his sticker back up. Hello.
Hello. Oh, you're staticky.
Static. Get on your computer. None of that happens on your computer. It only happens on your tablet. What happened? Who's this?
Fuck you.
King Stephen. Ah. Fuck you. Is that the best you got? Shit, you're lame. You're
I'm
lame.
not in the mood for fighting tonight.
How's that?
Better, much better.
Yay.
I don't understand why you just don't get on your computer and come up.
I just can't be
You,
bothered.
you never have that problem with your computer.
I know, but
Or if somebody drops and then comes up and you can't hear them, it's because you're not on your computer.
I know. I'll just keep going down and coming back up.
All you hear is he wants to have bum sex with you, Zach. Oh, King Steve, you can't hear him. It's because you're not on your computer.
I know. I'll just keep going down and coming back up.
Oh,
Rotten teeth and
if
fucking
something
face
were,
tattoos.
well, have you seen Kim Kardashian's? Well, why won't they show me? Why won't they get me to the whole? I did accept the terms of service, Kelly. I can only add it to my cart. I can't. I don't understand.
Oh, we have a special guest, ladies and gentlemen.
How special.
Well, they're new. It's Charles Bryant. Welcome to the stage, Charles.
Charles, are you going to say something, or are you?
Oh, we have a special guest, ladies and gentlemen.
How special.
Well, they're new. It's Charles Bryant. Welcome to the stage, Charles.
Charles, are you going to say something, or are you going to just troll?
Hello?
Hello?
Hello? Hi?
Is this King Stephen?
Hello?
Sounds like him. And he's got YouTube going.
Who?
Hello, Charles.
Hi.
Thanks, Kim.
Charles, my ass.
Hi.
Hi.
Yep. See? In the chat.
Oh, man.
Yep. I knew it. Sounds like him.
Anyway, let me take down the bloody banner.
Yeah, it sounded like him. And King Stephen is the only one that goes, hello, 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 hello,
Yeah.
hey.
That was him, I know.
Yep. Try a different approach next time. Don't do stuff that you've already done to death, dude. If you want to get up here, you're going to have to be a little more clever than that.
Kim signed up to Temu.
To see how true it is, they said I got 8 free gifts.
Midday video for the day, and didn't clock that it just was streaming now. So thankfully I was doing that when I was all set up and ready to stream, and not just like sitting full face out in front of God and everybody. So that was exciting. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, Mercury. Hi, thank you for the heart. May Allah reward you. My gosh, yeah, terrifying.
Still, even at nighttime. But yeah, I'm kind of like walking away from where it was more lit, but I was really happy because I actually put it on better this time. And I need to learn is to sit in silence. Some of you even said that. But yeah, this live is all messed up because it started out, I said a bunch of really cool things. But now, I'm starting it over now that I have the mute button off, which is wonderful, wonderful. Now I can actually be heard, but what is there really to say? I was walking earlier and I heard some super loud crickets. I don't know if anyone can hear them. I can hear them over here too. I think that's such a fun meditation to do, is just walk or sit and just focus on all the sounds around you and tap into that. I had some trolls in my last live, so I guess it's best to just refresh and start over, but I'm not going live for very long. I have 4 more minutes now on my timer. I time myself every day at least, get a certain amount of walking in. But wow, is it hot. It is very, very hot still, even at nighttime. But yeah, I'm kind of like walking away from where it was more lit, but I was really happy because I actually put it on better this time. And I was just excited to wear it. And I thought it would be cool to walk around outside with it for the first time and share that experience with you, whoever's watching, or just with myself, I guess, to look back later. Along the forehead better. You know, I'm just like really happy with how I fitted this better. See how it fits along the forehead better, and it's not like so close up on my eyes, but you can alter it. You can choose it to be slightly different ways, but yeah. I mean, I don't think I'm hideous. I will keep up my past photos and videos and whatnot, but I think it is really cruel for people to like throw up my past as if that is all I am, all I'll ever be. Or even this, you know, people will say, and they will conclude or assume, oh, this means you're that, or you think this way or that. I had somebody in my last live just say things that were very disrespectful. And I knew that like comes with the territory of wearing this, but that's why I say you gotta walk fearlessly and know who you are. Where it really doesn't matter what other people think. And my friend, who is Muslim, told me, like, if anyone, I was just like, I'm kind of worried about my deeper voice, or however people perceive it. And there are trans women actually that wear hijabs and probably hijabs and different things too, so, you know. But I prefer this, and it's actually kind of a mix because I'm wearing like a, if you saw the shirt I'm wearing and the pants, it's kind of like very gender neutral, but I choose this for, you know. And I just wanted to see, I said in my last live, you know, it's kind of a test. Like, it's a test to see who and what people would say and do. You know, people all over this entire internet and in this world are just so rude. I think I have it on crooked. I thought I was really happy with how I put it on, but it's like, kind of have to fix it. Yeah, looks good. Thank you for the kind words, Gravestone, when you said that it looked good. And it was, you know, yeah, you said it looked good, thanks. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. Yeah, I kind of wanted to see who would mock this. and like bring up someone's past, and you know, people want to judge and whatever, but I think there's got to be more representation for this on YouTube. Like, I don't want to name the channel because I don't want them to get targeted in any way, but I share them in my community post. I mean, I shouldn't have to like hide what I'm doing or what I want to share because I feel called to. So as far as the troll that came in there to bother me, they know who they are, but that is a big thing that I'm removing from my channel. I don't want to talk about any of these trolls. I don't want to have anything to do with any of that former nonsense. And I've asked so many times to be left alone. I've stated I want nothing more to do with this. If people don't listen, they can construct whatever stories they want. People are welcome to believe whatever they want. But I am in no obligation to explain myself to you. If you don't know what is going on, and no hard feelings to anyone who I thought I explained things numerous times, but apparently I was still not understood correctly. And yeah, it's, of course, like, people are not gonna truly understand. See, now that looks so much better. See, now that looks so much, of course, like, people are not gonna truly understand. See, now that looks so much better. I'm definitely like looking pretty stylish, I think, in a very wonderful way that I'm happy being. Looking pretty stylish, I think, in a very wonderful way that I'm happy being. And people can judge me all they want, but they aren't living my life, so who cares? You're not living my life. I am me. I'm glad I'm me. I'm glad I'm not you. That little darky song. Oh man, I was listening to that earlier. Oh, I'm glad I'm me. I'm glad I'm not you. I would never want to be some of you with your twisted minds. Gravestone, you said people on internet are rude, as is a fact, and I've seen revolting rude on Reddit with some toxic music of elitists. Yeah, it just comes with the territory. I mean, I don't blame people for not showing their face, so, you know, if people want to mock and ridicule, well, you don't have to see my face. And this is how I want to present myself anyway to the public whenever possible. There are some people who are not always wearing the hijab or whatnot, you know. And again, if people want to judge me for anything, credit to Ashes, who said, you don't choose the Sufi chooses you. You know. So, yeah, I'm just gonna end this live. Have a good night, everyone. So pretty. It's gonna be a full moon soon. Shit. Hey, Kai, from Battle. How you doing, Battle? How's it going? I'm gonna turn off my camera. I thought I would show what little bit of my face you guys will ever see again. Only my husband will ever see me, or wife, I don't know, but I'll probably just be celibate. I thought I would show what little bit of my face you guys will ever see again. Only my husband will ever see me, or wife, I don't know, but I'll probably just be celibate the rest of my life. If I have to be, because yeah, I'm focusing on what I really need to. And I was explaining some things, but honestly, I don't need to explain anything to people. I don't need to explain a single thing to anyone. What I really need to. And I was hey Kai, from Battle. How you doing, Battle? How's it going? I'm gonna turn off my camera. I thought I would show what little bit of my face you guys will ever see again. Only my husband will ever see me, or wife, I don't know. But I'll probably just be celibate the rest of my life if I have to be, because yeah, I'm focusing on what I really need to. And I was explaining some things, but honestly, I don't need to explain anything to people. I don't need to explain a single thing to anyone. I'm glad you're pretty good, Battle. I know I wasn't gonna go live anymore, but I was like, you know what? I really do find it fun to go on my little walks sometimes at nighttime and see who comes on. You know, I'm still wondering what weird accounts will come on because I have to use way more discernment now. I want to keep this a completely drama-free zone. I can't talk. I want to keep this a completely drama-free zone. So a lot of the reason why I want to just remove a lot of content is because I just don't want to have anything to do with this anymore. Like, the only way to go about things is to just cut things that are no longer useful in your life. And completely as if they don't even exist in your reality, you have to break that trauma bond. So I shouldn't have to stop going on YouTube or fear for my safety or do any, you know, I just be yourself. So no, there's nothing new changed to my channel. My channel has always been about authenticity and just sharing, you know, like I'm just expressing my art. I just want to show art here, and no longer will anyone be seeing my face. So all you haters out there and trolls that want to attack my looks, well, whatever was in the past is what you'll get. And do with that what you will. None of my business, but I'm not gonna bite back. I'm not gonna even bother with these people because it's a waste of time. I hope you all know how precious our time is here and how very fleeting it is here. Very fleeting. We never know when our last day will be, and we really should care for each other. Because to leave, you know, there's just a balance with silence. Sometimes separation and silence, sit in the silence and calm the mind is always good to do, but sometimes, you know, our thoughts can get away with, just be lies, you know. The devil always lies. And when you hear some of these thoughts in your mind, they're not really yours and they're not really true. So don't take them all too seriously. Just focus on truly, like, the only focus right now for me is like my connection with Allah, God, whatever you want to call it, the divine heart, the spark. And I have just no more time for any nonsense. So yeah, I'm gonna end it there and hope everyone has a good night or morning, afternoon, whenever they watch this. Take care.
to die. They want to die, they don't want to exist. Living in misery, no bliss. Wretched, wretched, creepy creatures. Miserable creatures. Piss ants. Zombie demons, they are done. Cries for help will go ignored. Their coochie chakras forever sore. Forever sore. Screams and gnashing of teeth. Bring no relief. Pain and suffering. Pain and suffering. Pain and suffering. Return to them. They are condemned. Doomed to stay here. Stay here in hell. Ring the bells. Pray on your Bible. The Raven King, the loving king, the loving king. I can do anything. I can sing anything. My voice can shatter the darkest skies. My ravens sing beyond God's lies. I am eternal. Outside of time, a shaman seer, a powerful the Raven King, the loving king, the loving king, the loving king, the loving I care enough to end the matrix, destroy evil and the miserable shit. I will set free good spirits. Good spirits belong in eternity. I am the Raven King. The loving king. The loving king. The loving king. The loving king. The loving
I never expected to become a mom of rhinos. But, you know, as soon as I would get there, these rhinos would run up to me as fast as they could. Nandi would immediately demand for me to sit down so she could sit with her head on my lap. A little rhino named Ray would bump over and push his nose into my face. They're like big puppy dogs. How cute is she? It's so funny. There's nothing you can do except laugh at them. was growing up here in South Africa. I mean, I would see rhinos in the wild, but I would never have imagined having such special moments with them. I went to work at the Rhino Orphanage in 2014. There we go. That had a variety of animals, and one of them was this little white rhino baby named Danny. And I became her mom. So I spent all my time just with this rhino, and from that, I just fell in love. Danny just opened up my eyes into the rhino world. So everything started with that little rhino. We have rhinos come in because of poaching. Rhino poaching is where we have guys come in, they'll shoot the rhino, take her horns off, and oftentimes these rhinos have babies with them. Most of them are too young to survive on their own, and that's where places like the Rhino Orphanage comes in. We would go out, rescue them, hand raise them, which takes about 3 to 4 years. When they first arrive, they don't know why, they're all alone. They're terrified, they're hungry, they miss their mothers, and they cry for them. They don't know where they are. It's new smells, new sounds. It's really heartbreaking when that happens. You can see the trauma that these rhinos have been through. Sometimes if they've been alone for a long time, we need to put them on fluids. We need to make sure that they're okay in that sense. And then we have to treat their wounds.
Well done. Okay. Okay.
We had another little rhino named Jamila. So cute. She unfortunately was hit with a machete along her back. So again, it's daily cleaning up the wounds, making sure that nothing gets infected, making sure it stays clean, and it can be quite a lot of work.
Except her face.
This is a stupid video by Orphan Annie. She used to be on my channel years ago, in the early days. She's friends with that fool that looks like Rod Stewart, Tommy Truth Dodgers. Look at these comments. Team Evil, you have committed slander and other spiritual crimes. Roasting cockroaches. You're a cockroach, Orphan Annie. You're a cockroach. You're a cockroach. And you're going down with Demon Slayer. You left so many comments there. You absolute demonic bitch. Demonic bitch, you will pay. You will be judged.
All right, so today's my birthday. Today I'm 31, and I'm in the city right now. I rode my bike into the city. Is there a lot of people? Yes. Is this very distracting? Yes. But I have something important I want to share with you. So am I going to get distracted? No, because it's important. And I'll start off by saying that this happened when I was in a coffee shop this morning. That's the very first thing that I did. I went to a coffee shop, and this is a coffee shop that I haven't been to in 8 years, since I was 22, turning 23, 8 years ago. And when I would go into this coffee shop, 22, 23, I was fresh out of college. I just graduated college. I was working this professional level job, and I would sit in here before and after work, and I would journal about my future. I would paint the way that I wanted my future to be. And part of what I would paint was informed, I'll say, by the coffee shop itself, because the coffee shop itself, it's in an art district. So there's like young families, like there was late 20s, early 30s, men and women with their children. And they would come to this coffee shop and I would see them. And I wanted that as well. I wanted to get a little bit older, find a wife, have kids, family. And I would always paint 3 things. I would be journaling and I would paint 3 things. I wanted a wife and family. I wanted a home. And I wanted to work for myself. That's what I wanted. I wanted to work for myself. I wanted to not always work for someone else. Now, the reason why this is so fascinating is because that was when I was 22/23, turning 23. And now, today, I'm 31, and I don't have any of those things. Not only do I not have any of those things, I have like the opposite of those things. I'm single. I have no wife. I don't have a girlfriend. I've got no kids. Not only do I not have a house, I've got no dwelling place. I'm homeless. And I work a way less paying job than what I was working at the time. I make way less money. So everything has gone in a way that I didn't expect. It's gone in like the opposite direction. And what I want to say about that, to start off, is that when I was journaling about this, when I was 22/23, one thing that I can see now, which is fascinating, is that my mindset towards these things is what I would call assumption. I was assuming that I would one day have these things. And by assume that I would one day have these things, part of it is because I saw these things to be like the most normal part of life. Like, I thought it would be very straightforward for me to have a wife. I've had girlfriends in the past, like very straightforward to just then have a wife and kids. I thought like everybody's got a home, so I'll definitely have a home. The one thing that was a little bit anomalous that I knew was kind of up in the air that would need to be really worked for was working for myself. Working for myself. But my attitude towards these things was assumption. I assumed that all of these things would come to fruition. And the mindset that I'm in right now, compared to when I was 22, 23, is so much different, because when I was 22/23, I didn't realize the reality of what I would call sacrifice. And I don't mean sacrifice in terms of like working hard, like putting forth a lot of effort. At the time, I thought of sacrifice as something like, if you work incredibly hard, then not only can you achieve something, but you'll achieve something and you'll get everything. Put a note on that though as well. We got to put a thumbtack in the word everything there. We're going to circle back to that. I thought if I worked incredibly hard, I would get all 3 of these things and it would be incredibly challenged. But if I sacrificed, like worked very hard, put my time into it, I would definitely get them. But I learned that the reality of sacrifice is that you can't actual sacrifice. Working hard is like the easy part. Working hard is like the easy part. The reality of sacrifice is that I can only choose one thing, and then everything else has to be let go. That's the true nature of sacrifice. And so again, think about what I'm saying, because I said I wanted 3 things. 3 very specific things, and these 3 very specific things are not always aligned. They're not always aligned. They don't always build exactly off of each other. And so, for example, that was when I was 22, 23. Then 3 years later, I had a house. I bought a house. I was working for this same company. I saved up money. I started making way more money. I bought a house. It had a mortgage on it, yes, but I bought a house. So I had one of those three things. I had a house, and we got to go back to this word assume in a second. But I had a house, and the other things almost seemed, they didn't seem impossible in my perception, seem impossible in my mind, but there was something missing. There was something missing when I had a house. Despite the fact that I said that it was one of the things that I wanted, and then I achieved it, there was something missing. And so, for example, sacrifice, I got a house, but part of the cost of the house seemed to me at the time to be the third thing, which is that I couldn't have a house and then work for myself. Meaning I didn't know exactly what it is that I wanted to do. I knew vaguely what it is that I wanted to do. If I could choose anything, it would have been writing, yes. But I knew vaguely what it is that I wanted to do. But I was working a full-time job. I had a $1,500 mortgage payment. I had to pay for a car in order to get to my job. And so some people, maybe they can do all of that and put time on the side to achieve the other thing, which is to work for themselves. If that's important, they can make that happen. I couldn't make that happen, but I wanted that third thing. We're moving forward. We are moving forward. I wanted that third thing. But the way that I operate and the way that I've always operated is that I have to be all in on something. And so I don't go halfway. I'm either all in on something or I'm all the way out. I can never be halfway in on something. It's not my nature. That's my nature. And so I couldn't try to build something on the side while working this job. And the house was forcing me to continue working the job. So I had to sacrifice the house. I had to sell the house and then downsize to the point where I was living in a vehicle. Sacrifice. And when I was living in the vehicle, this journey has been a lot. But when I began it, what my conscious mind was attending to, what I wanted consciously, is I wanted this third thing, which is I wanted to find a way to bring in an income stream for myself, to do this third thing, which was to work for myself, to be entrepreneurial for myself, to gain my own financial freedom and not always be working for someone else. But what I discovered when I was living in a van is, despite the fact that I was so poor, literally confined to this little vehicle and wanting so bad to get out of this little vehicle, I could not bring myself to shift myself into an entrepreneurial mindset and start a business. It's very straightforward to start a business as well. Everybody knows that to be true, and I'm saying this is to encourage you. You literally just pick a problem that people want solved, and then you figure out how to solve that problem, and then you go all in, and it may take a lot of time, many years, but then you become the best at solving that problem, and you can work for yourself. It's just, if you really, really want it, you can work for yourself. And what I learned is that I didn't actually want it as bad as I thought I did. That's just true. So the second thing wasn't that important, which is having a house. The third thing wasn't that important, which was working for myself. Because I wasn't willing to pick a problem in the world, solve it, get very good at solving it, become the best over time at solving it, and then sacrifice years of my life to building an income stream in that way. I just didn't want it that bad. Sometimes people say things like that, and they're trying to say that to motivate you. They're like, you don't want it that bad, and they're trying to provoke you to want it that bad. But I'm not provoked. It's true. I don't want it that bad, and I don't want it to want it that bad. I don't want to want it that bad. To arbitrarily pick a problem is not important to me. because this journey has changed me and or revealed me. We're going to get back to the first thing as well, and we're going to get back to sacrifice. Now we're on sacrifice, actually, which is that this journey changed me, and I realized the most important problem that I've faced in my entire life is something that is fairly ineffable. That's the difficulty of it, which is that I've been spiritually depleted. Like, I've been distanced from God. I have been living a bad life, and when I find myself distanced from God, I scurry back and start living that bad life again. I've recognized my need for God. That is what I see to be the most important problem in my own life, and the most important problem in the world as well. But the crazy thing about that now is that that's a problem. That's a problem that I want to solve within myself. That's a problem that I want to help solve within other people insofar as I can. But it's actually now too important of a problem that it's not as important as making money from it. Does this make sense? Like, it's what I would call it's like eternal soul's problem. It's my need for God. My soul was at risk of, what does a man gain if he gains the world and loses his soul? In the past, I was losing my soul. There's a lot of people right now that are losing their soul, and I want to help alleviate that problem. I want to do what I would call assert the kingdom of God into this world, advance the kingdom of God into this world. But it's not a problem that I would want to monetize. So I don't care about that third thing now. Sacrifice. I've had to let go of the house. I had to let go of the desire to work for myself and to pursue that as an ends in and of itself. And the wife and children. I won't get into this again because I've told this story many times, but I've had to let go of that within the journey as well. Literally with the girl that I was dating. I had to choose, and I didn't even know necessarily what it was that I was choosing, but when I was living in my van and I had my girlfriend, what I would do is I was pulled in two different directions, which is that I did love her, but I was pulled into the direction that God was calling me to go. And when I wasn't going in the direction that God was calling me to go, that's the spiritual depletion that I'm referring to. You know, I don't mean this in a merely metaphysical, spiritual way. Like it's my life. It's literally my life source. So I've had to sacrifice that as well. 22/23, now I'm 31. The things that I wanted at 22/23, I've had to let go of all of these things, and now I don't have any of these things. I have the opposite of these things. But the truth is that this is where it gets profound. Please feel me on this, which is that if I would have gotten those things, now I can see that even if I would have gotten those things that I did want and that aren't even inherently bad, I used the word back there, assume, for a reason. I assumed that I would get them, and I wanted to get them my way. I would have taken them for granted. Despite the fact that they were good things, potentially good things at least, I can now see, in retrospect, that I would have taken them for granted. I would have taken them for granted, assumed. So, that's the first thing. And the other thing is, would I change anything? Because again, now I'm 31 and my life is like it's in shambles, it's in ashes. I don't have any of the things that I thought I would have when I was 22/23. But the truth is, I genuinely, I would not change one thing. I would literally not change one thing about my life. The past 8 years has been brutally difficult. The past 3 years has been almost unbearable. The past 1 year's changed me in 180 degrees. I've been like a new creation, reborn. I feel like I've had to mature like all over again. My life is like, I'm not even that put together of a human being. Yes, I get that. But I've also had to mature all over again because I was doing things wrong. And I was being wrong. So do I regret anything? Do I wish things would have gone different? I can genuinely say no. Because although this has been brutal, this had to happen. And now, do I think that I'll achieve these 3 things? I don't know if I'll achieve these 3 things, but I know that if I achieve one or all 3 of these 3 things, now I won't take them for granted. But nonetheless, again, it goes back to this word assumption, assuming. I genuinely don't know if I'll achieve these 3 things. I may get none of these 3 things. And if I put the treasures of my heart in these 3 things, idolize them, they are not God, that's where the assumption creeps in no matter what. And when the assumption creeps in, even if you get them, they'll be like the treasure that the moths have eaten. They'll have already dissipated by the time that you get them. You won't take them for granted. I won't take them for granted. So the other way that I've changed is that I live one day at a time. The day ahead. I live one day at a time. That's what this channel was called from the beginning, but at the beginning I wasn't really doing it. Now I do it more and more every day. Literally just live one day at a time. Let go of the ways that I want my life to be. Have the humility to know that I don't know what's best for myself. I have a lot of growing to do. I'm seeking to live out God's will for my life, and I'm not doing that relative to the future, trying to bring to fruition the future that I want. I'm living one day at a time. And to go full circle, we put the thumbtack in the word everything earlier. In my view, and in my experience, when you pursue God and seek to know God better, that's how you actually gain everything. It's really hard to describe that as well. You guys know that it's hard to describe that for sure. It's something to be experienced, but then every day is a mystery. Every day is alive. Every day is new. And in these days, we can be here, alive fully today, right? So, again, I'm in this city. Today I'm 31. It's been a great 8 years. It's been a great 3 years. It's been a great year. And we're still going. There's a lot of great things happening. And I'm 31. And there's plenty of time. It doesn't matter how old you are, how young you are. There is time to grow. Remember that. If you remember nothing else, there is time to grow. Take some time to grow. And stop sinning. Grow in love, be in Christ. And so for now, that's all that I have. Goodbye.
good night, wherever you are. Good night, wherever you are. Take care, mad love to all good, true spirits.